Hello world, Mike. Newfound Past on a Saturday morning, rainy Saturday morning in Northern Virginia. I'm gonna copy this hangout to a few of the other flippers and see if they want to join in. Maybe, maybe not. But I just got yesterday. eBay was a little bit messed up. If you guys didn't notice, it seemed like half the day it wasn't up, and sales were off too. So I kind of knew something was up, but. Yeah, still sold a few things. Let me see here. I'm trying to get over to the chat. But yeah, it seemed it was just off. But oh, there's Michelle. Hey, Michelle. First again. Yeah, just I've already got the orders pulled. I'm just gonna pack them up here. Lauren, I gotta remember how to say her YouTube channel name. It's Hot Chick Thrift or Hote Chick Thrift, like Terre Haute, I think. I don't know. Morning, Monty. How's it going this morning? Like I said, I got all my orders pulled. Let me see what we did here. I know for a fact on my second account I did $60, and on my main account I did $97.98. So only about 160 bucks or so yesterday. Hey, Justin. Morning, bud.
Morning. Are you working today?
I'm just packing up orders this morning, so I figured I'd pop on.
I'm just drinking coffee and uploading a video. I saw your thing come through my phone. I was like, I'll join for a minute. I'm gonna say what's up, see what's going on.
Yeah. Yesterday was kind of. I was telling my numbers. I only did like 160 yesterday, which is okay, but still, it seemed like stuff was off.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about my numbers. Yeah, I think I did like $60 or under $60, dude. It was atrocious.
Oh, it's obviously something was off with eBay. Like it was crashed half the day. I noticed, So
yeah. Hold on, let me. I'm uploading I just uploaded my non-clothing what's sold, and now I'm trying to get my clothing one uploaded. But
I watched your hard goods one this morning.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of good stuff in there, but I try to I'll show everything. Like if I didn't make much money, I didn't make much money. It's part of the game, right?
That's right. Show what people not to do.
Yeah, or just like certain things like with toys, I don't mind taking a lower profit just because they're easy for me to list and I know them pretty well. You know what I mean? So like, and if I do like a big like blind buy, like I know I'm getting stuff I'm going to get $60 to $80 on, and then you're going to have the one you just got to get rid of. You're going to make $3, $4, $2.
Yeah, just like the retail arbitrage stuff, you may have already sold 10 at a really good profit, but the last 4,
right, you just get rid of, and clear it out, get some more profit out of it, and keep moving.
That's right.
All right, I'm pulling up. Sorry, guys, I don't have the chat pulled up, so I'm getting to Mike's video now.
Michelle was first.
Dude, me and Michelle live like super close. Michelle, are you coming to the hangout? I'll see you in a second when I join the thing. We're doing a local hangout. You ever see Dad's Vintage Garage in the chat? He's another local reseller, and we're gonna meet up at Chick-fil-A next Friday. Get a chicken sandwich and hang out.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Shoot. Why not?
I'm transferring
It's early, man.
Oh, I know. I always transfer my money out of my PayPal first. That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, I do the same thing, man. I don't trust PayPal. I don't trust them. They're not insured. They get shot tomorrow, and if you have money in there, poof, it's gone.
Yep. So every day I just transfer all that money out.
I do the same thing. Yeah, I'm pulling up the chat now. I'm just so slow going this morning, man.
Yeah. Right. I made my favorite breakfast for my wife and I this morning. I made protein blueberry pancakes and bacon with sugar-free syrup.
Sounds good. So is that like a special mix that you buy, or are you like
yeah, it's Kodiak. It's called Kodiak cakes, and it's a protein pancake. It's very low sugar, you know me. And yeah, it's really good.
Michelle, that's absolutely fine, man. The more the merrier. If she says her brother's coming with her to the hangout, yeah, man, of course.
Yeah. Okay, money's transferred. Let's see what we got.
What's up, NH guy? How's it going? Hey, Mo Flips. I'm popping out in the chat now. Mo Flips says he's got bacon and eggs and cinnamon rolls. That sounds
Man,
good.
I miss cinnamon rolls. I need to learn how to make some sugar-free cinnamon rolls. I tell you.
My wife is still asleep. Dude, my wife makes the best scrambled eggs. Like, Mike, I'll have to have you and your wife come down one day and have her cook some scrambled eggs, man. Because her scrambled eggs, I've had tons of scrambled eggs. She is like mastered the scrambled egg game, man.
Cool. Yeah, we can. Like I said, we talked about doing the collab here. We'll do one here and we'll do one down there. You know, and just see how it goes.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Andy said he may pop in a little bit. NH guy, his name is Dan. I know it's hard to learn all these names. Oh, I just sold.
Oh, what'd you sell, man?
$24. A bandana. Awesome. A bandana for $24.
I'd take it, man.
Yeah, I try to learn all the names, and you know, it's kind of hard sometimes, but I do remember Dan's for some reason.
All right.
I've sold a couple of small things this morning already. It's kind of weird. Let me see. I got 14 tabs pulled up here. Yeah.
So Mike, this is what I'm using for my title for my video. Some used rags purchased at thrift stores I sold for profit on eBay.
for some of the best offers we get, you would think they were rags, right?
Well, you know, there's a lot of, you know, have you ever ran into the elitist resellers? I'm sure you guys had. They're like, oh, why aren't you doing it? Like, look, I understand. I could make a crap ton more money if I was doing like strictly wholesale buys and like, you know, reaching out to vendors and going to trade shows. What I don't think people understand is I'm not trying to work myself into another job that I hate. Like, that's the whole reason why I started reselling. If I would like, look, I don't mind being a little dirty thrifter and buying my stuff and making an honest living and paying my bills. Like, I don't have to be a millionaire doing this. That's not my intention in reselling. You know what I mean? And it's fine if that's anyone's case or what they want. But we live comfortably. You know, you get what I'm saying, right, Mike? Like I'm not trying to like run a warehouse of 6 employees. That sounds like hell to me.
Yeah, and it is. I've done that. I've done the grind. I've done the brick and mortar. I've had 15 employees. It's more than a job. It's your life, and you know,
yeah,
it's not fun. I mean, you can make a lot of money. I'm not saying everyone does. I made pretty good money, but it's tough. It's definitely a grind.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, like, I had a comment on one of my videos today. He was like, I don't know if this is like, I like that. I don't delete comments. I don't care. Like, you know, unless it's like horribly offensive or racist or sexist or whatever, I don't delete stuff. But anyway, he was like in the video, he was like, you seem like too smart of a guy to be selling sub $20 items, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I get where he's coming from, and I do. And yeah, I do have the intelligence to if I wanted to make $1 million selling on Amazon and eBay, I could do it. I don't want to put in the work that's required to do that. You know what I'm saying, Mike?
Oh yeah, I could private label, I could drop ship, I could Alibaba, I could do all that stuff, but I don't want to. You know? Well, did we lose you?
No, I'm still here.
Okay, sorry, I was like, wait a minute.
I'm still here, just messing with this thing. Guys, most of y'all are subbed to my channel. Once Mike's hangout is done later today, go check out the clothing video. Don't leave now, obviously. Hang out with us, but go check out that later today.
And he has a hard good videos up as well. So yeah.
What did I do with the chat? There it is. Cool. So I'm just gonna hang out with you if that's cool, Mike, and drink coffee. I'm not working right now.
I said company's good when I'm just down here packing stuff. That's a few of these things are just long tail items that, you know, slash down the price just to get rid of them. So
yeah.
But we talked about that y'all can't be home runs. Sometimes about just moving product.
Yeah, man. You know, bread. Look, I love home runs, and even better, I love grand slams. But at the end of the day, that bread and butter stuff, man, is what covers the mortgage, covers the water bill, the power bill. You know, like.
Yep.
Not the sexiest stuff to talk about, but it's what's, you know, it's what by and large most of us resellers is what, you know, I would say 70 to 80% of our sales are bread and butter, you know.
Yep. Just like this one I'm packing up right now, I maybe made a $3 or $4 profit on it, but it is what it's a profit, you know. At least
right. It's not a loss. Yeah, exactly.
And it's out of my storage bins, so. All right. Packing.
Oh yeah, I'll tell while you're doing that, Mike. I'll tell you what my sales were yesterday, so you can feel better.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. Hold on, I don't even care.
I literally thought I was going to strike out yesterday. I didn't get sales till late in the day. So
I would say, wait, man, my first sale came through, I think, at like 4 in the afternoon.
yeah.
Yesterday I did a whopping 56.72 gross, and then today I'm at $11.13. Oh God, I hope today's better.
You know, if one of us has a bad day, that's fine. When both of us have bad days, you know, something's up.
Definitely.
It's crazy, man.
And it was like, I don't know if you were still in the hangout or not, but like when eBay was crashing hard, I was in there. It was like Lonnie and Mo was in there. There's some other like, you know, basically what I'm trying to get to is everyone that was in the chat at the time, all of us sold kind of different stuff, and we all were having crap days. You know what I mean? It'd be one thing if you're in the same like category, but when like you have like 5 or 6 sellers on a panel and every one of them is in a different category and their sales are kind of like crap across the board, there's something going on with the site. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I think too. I firmly believe something went on yesterday. Who knows? I mean, obviously we lost a lot of money, but eBay's not making money either if their site's down. So what the hell are they doing? Yeah, something was going on. Where's my paper? Oh, there it is. My storage is such. Sometimes I got to play Tetris and move bins and stuff gets shifted. And I'm like, where did this go?
Yeah, for sure. What's the name of that pancake mix again? I'm gonna write it down.
Kodiak.
Okay, I'll check out. Do they sell like at Publix or Walmart or any of those places?
Probably. I buy mine at Costco, but you know, if they're in Costco, they're in all the other places too. So.
Yeah, because I love pancakes, but I would like something with more protein in them. Does it have like fewer carbs than like your traditional pancake mix?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep. And you know, if you're used to just regular pancakes, it will take some getting used to, just like everything. But they're really good.
Yeah. I tried making, back when I was doing the no carb thing, I tried making pancakes out of eggs. It's essentially just like scrambled eggs in like a pancake shape, and it was not very good.
It's kind of like just a heavy duty crepe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't bad. It just didn't have a pancake flavor, you know?
Yeah, not satisfying. That's the thing about these protein cakes. They're enough like regular pancakes where they're satisfying me.
Melissa Soto is asking, best way to pack a Polaroid camera. I mean, really, they're pretty durable. Melissa, does yours, a lot of them come with a case. Does yours have the case with it or no? But I mean, really, you know, bubble wrap the hell out of it. Make sure it doesn't shake it. Box it, obviously. Put it in a box. Make sure that it's cushioned on the bottom and the top of the box, and void fill it with paper or whatever. Yeah, that's fine. If it doesn't have the case, just bubble wrap it real good. Make sure that like when you bubble wrap it, like, you know, feel and make sure you can't feel any of the hard edges through the bubble wrap, and then just void fill the box so it doesn't shake. I mean, they're pretty durable. I mean, Mike,
it'll probably fit in a 7x7x6, the box 4 priority box. So just
yep.
That's weird. That's one thing I rarely find is Polaroids. I found one last week.
It's a Virginia thing, man. I've only found 2 Polaroids. One that I bought at a yard sale, and one that I got at an estate sale auction. Just scared for the flash. Yeah, if you bubble wrap it though real good, Melissa, basically it becomes almost like I'm saying like bubble wrap it. Like you don't want to feel any of the when you feel around it and press down, you don't want to feel the item, if that makes sense.
Yep. Do the shake tests.
Yeah, and then like, you know, void fill the box with like what I use is just shipping paper. I just tear it, and like Mike will use like packing peanuts or shipping paper, you know, whatever you have on hand. I recommend. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Like some people do it. I don't personally use like newspaper just because I don't think it looks real great. And plus, sometimes depending on the item, the ink can clear. But yeah, just like brown shipping paper. You can get a big roll of it cheap, either online or like at like Staples or Office Max, any of those type of stores.
Yep, I would use the packing paper like this, just sheets of moving paper.
Yep.
mostly, and I have big rolls of bubble wrap hanging up over there where you can't see. I got to figure out the Amazon affiliate. Like, back in the past, I know YouTube frowned upon the Amazon affiliate stuff, but they changed their position on that.
I'm not. I don't know. I don't. When was that? I never heard of that.
Like if you Google search, I saw a lot of boards where people were getting banned off of YouTube for doing Amazon affiliate links.
Really? That's weird. Oh, it may have been. You have to disclose it. Like it may have been like. So like with YouTube, anything that could generate a potential income for you, like whether you're doing like, let's say like a promoted, let's say like a company, let's say like I'm running a box company, right, Mike? And I reach out to you, I'm like, hey, Mike, I see you're a YouTuber. Would you do a video on my boxes, right? Like, and recommend my boxes and stuff like that. And if you agree to that, but you didn't let your audience know that it was a promoted video that you were doing because you were paid for it by that company, like by my company, then you could get in a lot of trouble because it's like, being dishonest with your audience. And
that makes sense.
Yeah. So you have to disclose it. That's why, like, I always make it a point. I'm like, hey, look, I have some links below. It is all the crap that I use, but they are affiliate links. It does help out the channel. I get a couple cents from it. You just want to. You don't want to ever, like, and Mike, you and me, I think, have the same philosophy on this. But like, we never have any intention to like mislead or try to hoodwink our audiences.
Nope, not at all. Be straight up. Yeah, it's always a box hunt. But yeah, I got to figure that Amazon affiliate link thing out because people ask about what products I use, the bubble wrap and all that stuff.
Super easy. I can like sometime this week, once we're done with the workday, Mike, let's just do a private hangout and I can walk you through it. Okay. Yeah, it's easy.
I set up the account. I'm using quotes, but I got to figure out how to actually do the actual links. So.
Yeah, it's super easy, man. I'll do a private hangout with you. Mm-hmm. What did you say NH guy's name was again?
Dan.
Dan. Okay, Dan. Yeah, I'm gonna try that pancake mix out too, man.
It's pretty good stuff. So what do we got going on? All right.
The hell is that? I think my cats are going crazy, man. Like they just been like, I woke up this morning to them like trying to like knock over the Christmas tree.
Oh, yep.
Dude, having cats is like having toddlers.
It is. The one time we put up a Christmas tree here, they actually left it alone. I was surprised because when we put one up like 8 years ago, like the cat that just passed away knocked all the ornaments off of it. And
yeah, we don't put like the real easily breakable balls on anymore because we have like that fake wood flooring, so it's like anything that drops breaks. So we just stopped putting like the shatter balls on there because if they knock them down, just Yeah, what do y'all got on tap for today, Mike? Y'all do anything fun?
No, man. It's rainy here, and
yeah, same here.
My wife said she's gonna have a laundry marathon, so I'm like, that's great. I can do some work if you're doing laundry.
I think our plan for the day is once my wife gets up, maybe have like some breakfast, and then I think later today I'm gonna do a haul video because I have a bunch of like Goodwill's crap I bought over the last 2 weeks that I haven't even taken out of the bags yet. So I'll probably just do a quick haul video sometime or another today. And then I think we're just going to do a Game of Thrones marathon. And we're like 4 episodes into the second season. I would like to get into the third season today. But they're long, man. Like each one is like a short movie. You're talking like 55 minutes to an hour and 10 per episode.
Yeah, they are. I've watched them all and, anxiously awaiting the new season. But they really have diverged from the books, which is, I got to treat it almost like as a whole different thing.
Well, because from what I don't know, like I didn't know anything about it. Like I knew it was popular and like I knew like the memes that came about from it and whatnot. But for one, I can't believe I waited this long to watch that show because holy crap, that show was amazing.
Awesome. Yeah.
Like secondly, like George R. Martin, or that's his name, right? The author, George R. Martin.
Yeah.
Like the show had to go away from the books because they're way past where he last wrote. You know what I mean? Like, so they kind of got to go and make up their own story now.
They did. Absolutely. Basically, really, what you haven't gotten there yet. I don't know if it's the third season, but the Red Wedding. I don't want to tell you details.
I think that's gonna come up. I think that's gonna be the end of the second season because they're kind of illusion. But I tell you, man, if the thing though is I've always heard is like don't be from what I've heard is don't get too attached to any characters. Is like as soon as you do, they kill them. You know.
Yeah. But basically, when the Red Wedding happens, it really diverges from the books. Really.
Okay.
But anyway, it's still great. Don't get me wrong; it's still great.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a brutal show though, man. It really is. Obviously I don't know if she's dead now in the current timeline, but I really like the girl that has the dragons.
Yeah, Daenerys.
Yeah, she's cool. She's a cool character.
Yeah. I can't remember the seasons. At what point is she at right now? Where is she at? Let me ask that.
They were her and her husband died, right? Like the guy that she married, he's dead. She had to like mercy kill him, and they were traveling through the desert, her and the people that remained with her, right? Okay. And they ended up at this city, and they weren't going to let her in. But then, like, she threatened to like burn them down when the dragons grew up, so they let her in, and that's where her storyline is left off from where we're at.
So you've already seen her nude a few times. So
did you see her nude? Like the very first scene, like she comes out of the bathtub and her brother's like groping her. It's like, what in the world? What is going on, Holly?
There is it's definitely an HBO show, which I'm glad for, you know.
Yeah, for sure. But I'll tell you this, it's equal opportunity because it skews more toward female nudity, but you do get some full frontal men nudity in there as well.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah.
So there's something for the boys, something for the girls. Michelle Lathan says, in a prison riot, one of the demands was to get the last Game of Thrones book. Oh, that's funny. Oh, it was a joke. A Logan Lucky. What is Logan Lucky? I'm not familiar with that. Is that a show or like a comedian?
I'm not familiar with that either. I don't think. I don't know.
Lauren just messaged Mike because I know you're packing. She messaged, my main computer is still effed up. I'll try to fix it before I come in. So I think she's going to join for a few.
She's got all that Trisha Yearwood money. She needs to.
Did you see her Instagram post? She yeah. It's like it looks like she sold her like some knockoff Louis Vuittons. Oh, Michelle Lathan says it's a movie. I'll have to check it out. I've never heard of it. I'll look for it on Amazon.
I used to be really into movies. I just don't have time for it anymore, I guess you could say.
Like only movies I really watch, man. Like I wanted to go see the new Halloween movie because I heard that was good. I never went to see it come out. And then the last movie I saw in theater was the Infinity War, the Marvel one. Oh, yeah. I enjoyed it, but I'm not a big comic book nerd, but I do like the Marvel movies just because I think they're well done.
Yeah, I do too. I really like Deadpool. He's my favorite.
Oh yeah, we just watched Deadpool 2 when it hit on where you could buy it on digital. We bought it and we didn't get to see it in theaters, but that movie was hilarious. I liked it. I liked it better than the first one, honestly.
Yeah, it was great. I think they're going to have Deadpool and some more of the going forward in the collaborative movies, I think.
Well, yeah, now that Disney has like bought out everybody. Yeah. They bought Fox. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing how they incorporate like characters like the X-Men and Fantastic Four into the bigger universe now that those are owned by Disney.
Yeah. Or what about like Suicide Squad? You know, that's DC. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, yeah. You know, everyone crapped on that movie. I mean, I didn't have any expectation going into it, and it was a fun popcorn flick. You know, was it great? No, but was it watchable? Yeah, it was watchable.
Yep. Sorry, my tape dispenser's loud. Part of the game.
Mo Flip says, do you think it would have had quite the following if it didn't have all the nudity? Talking about Game of Thrones. Yeah, absolutely. It's just a really well done show, man. Like, very good story, very compelling, and a lot of like twists and turns. Yeah,
what they call the universe is just the characters. There's so many characters.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this about the show. The acting, at least what I've seen so far, the acting is top notch.
Yep. Especially Tyrion Lannister. Dwarf. Yeah, is awesome.
Dude, I did not like it when. Well, I mean, is it spoilers if it aired in 2011?
No.
Like, Yeah, so when Ned lost his head, man, I was like, come on, dude. I really like that guy. He was like the only like kind of like decent dude on the show at that point, at least, you know?
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but just wait. You're going to be like, what the
Yeah,
man?
yeah. I'm looking.
Yeah, I agree with you with Ned. It was like heartbreaking, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, Sean Bean, you getting killed again?
I just really hope. I mean, obviously, don't spoil it for me or anything, even though I know it's like years. I just really hope Joffrey gets his. You know what I mean?
Oh, all I'll say is, you know it.
Yeah, because that kid, man, I want to just smack him across the face. I just saw the scene where he had the two prostitutes and he was making them beat each other to death, and I was like, this kid is messed up, man. Something's wrong with his inbred.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. He definitely he's definitely not exempt from the normal standard procedure of the storyline. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that episode, whenever that is. Do not like that kid. They're talking about the new Spider-Man animated movie that just came out, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I really want to see it, but I don't think I can go see it in theater because I think I'll get sick because the way the animation style is done. It's very choppy.
Like shipping out stuff. I think, obviously my favorite is sourcing, but shipping, I actually enjoy it. I kind of like it.
Yeah, if I can stay ahead of it. So I don't mind. The only time I hate shipping is Mondays, unless I did the stuff I have in house Sunday night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Mondays can be rough.
Yeah, when you got 20 or sometimes it's like, geez.
Yeah, the thing I hate the most is listing, and honestly, like, I don't get me wrong, I love doing like the working hangouts, but it cuts, like, I would say it increases my listing time because I'm so busy talking and shooting the crap,
Oh yeah.
What would take me 10 minutes is taking me like 40 minutes, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But
absolutely.
So I'm probably, and a lot of the guys in your chat right now, they join us in on those. I'll probably limit those to, like, maybe not do them like in 5-6 hour stretches, maybe like do a working hangout, but try to limit it to like an hour or two, just because of the fact it does impact my actual productivity quite a bit. And I think, Mike, that's why a lot of times you have to drop out, because it's just when you're talking and chatting, it's just not nearly as productive.
Absolutely. I'm with you there. An hour or two, like if we do something today later on, I don't know if we will, but yeah, a couple hours is good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get so caught up, and we have it's so cool that, like, what I like about that format, kind of like what we're doing now, Michael, on your channel, what I like about that kind of format is it allows for us to, like, talk about reselling, but also talk about other things without having the constraints of, like, oh, we're on a topic show, or, there's this, and there's no commitment, right? Like today, you sent out the link and whoever could join. All
right. Yep. Just pop in if you can, there's no, don't be anxious. We're not going to have a direction, just wherever it leads us, it leads us.
Right. And I do like that kind of format. And I think it's different too. You don't see it really anywhere else on YouTube. So,
well, it's just like Andy talked about, where they were on one of the shows he did before. You're supposed to come up with your topic every week or something. Yeah, not interested.
Right, exactly. Because I mean, really, how much of it? I mean, with reselling, like, you can learn tidbits in here and there. Just, I think you can learn more that you can apply to your own personal business from just hearing people talk than having like a contrived theme. You know what I mean? Like, because what hasn't been said? What is there to really sell? I mean, to sum it up, it's just buy low, sell high. That's it. Like, I mean,
we all have weird circumstances pop up, but it's all generally the same stuff. So. It's fun. I mean, obviously, it's a lot of repetition for the new people, but that's okay. It's just like teaching. I taught business at Mizzou for 2 years part-time as an adjunct. It's all repetition. That's all it is.
Michelle has a good point. There's a place for both type of shows. No, I agree. I agree with that 100%.
So it's just I'm not interested in that myself.
like I think for me, the pressure would come on. Like even with the morning shows, a lot of times I try to come up with like something about like the first 15 minutes or so. It gets really hard after a while to really come up with something that's kind of compelling to talk about.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just not very creative, but
no, before I was, took the dive I thought about jumping into YouTube for probably 6 months before I actually did.
yeah.
And I was like, well, I would just be doing the same crap that everyone else is doing. I want to be creative and stuff, but
See, I think a big part of it is, man, is like people like people that are personable, and
maybe that's my downfall is I don't think I'm that personable, but people are like, "Oh, you're fine" and stuff. And I'm like, yeah.
I think I know, man. I mean, I know you pretty well at this point. I'd say you're definitely personable. You're real, and I think real attracts new viewers.
Yeah. Yeah. Real trumps fake because people definitely see through fake eventually. It may take a while, but
right.
I'm cramming this coat into a medium flat rate box.
Mo Flip says the homesteaders have something called the Homesteaders Network. I think the resellers could do something similar. The resellers network. Everybody has times and slots when they stream. And then it just goes like 24/7, right?
Here's a little tip I want to tell everybody in the video or in the chat. I'm cramming this coat in a medium flat rate box because it's the most makes most financial sense. But the way this folds up and it's packed in there so tight, if someone uses a razor to open the tape on this, it's going to cut the coat. So either you can write, do not cut, or you can line the top with a Tyvek envelope. And I'm going to line the top.
Yep. I do the same thing, man. I talked about that in my first person video. Like, I always try to put something there just so they don't slice through it with a box cutter or whatever,
People don't think, they get in a hurry, they just slice it, and then it's your fault. It's your problem because they will return it.
Yep, they'll return it, and they will say it was damaged in shipping, and you'll eat it, and you can't resell it.
Yep. So just put that in there. I really cram this into this medium flat rate. It's like a $6 difference, though, so I just cram it in there.
Good morning, Glenn. We got Glenn, the swamp picker.
We're just packing up the few sales we had yesterday. I actually had almost as many this morning as yesterday.
I'm not shipping nothing today, man. I'm not shipping nothing. They'll wait till Monday. But you got that nice hookup with your postal carrier actually coming and picking up your crap. I don't have that.
I'm pretty lucky, but he's of age. He could retire, I think, anytime he wants. So I'm hoping he hangs on for a few more years.
Yeah. Look at all you Saturday shippers. Y'all put me to shame. South Martindale says, "Good morning, y'all. Just back from dropping my shipping at the post office."
Yep. If I can get it out, I do. Doesn't mean I'm going to make a trip to the post office because, like I said, I'm lucky with my carrier. So.
See, well, I think that's why I don't do it too often on Saturdays is because I go to a little mom and pop gas station that's right across the street from my house. They have a USP drop-off desk.
Oh, yeah.
And I use that, but on Saturdays, they don't pick up from there. Okay. So then I actually have to drive to the real post office and drop my packages off, and that's about 8 minutes drive, and I'm not trying to do an 8-minute drive to the post office. I know that sounds horrible.
No, I understand, especially with traffic, but in my area, what's funny is that the closest post office to me is only about 5 minutes away, but it's a different zip code because it's a different town technically, and they won't take my packages.
Right.
It's the closest one to my house, but they won't take my packages. So
good. And Lauren. Lauren says, "Morning, guys. I will pop in soon."
Chop, chop, Lauren.
Look, Lauren's probably not like me and is going to come on here looking all crazy with your bed hair and literally I'm in the t-shirt I slept in and I don't even think I've gotten the sleepers out of my eyes. Whatever. That's why I didn't turn the second light on, guys. Y'all don't need to see me that well.
All right, I got to pull this. I'm going to go ahead and pull this bandana out of Ben. I'm right here. I can hear it, but I'm definitely going to be out of eyesight range.
I'll let you know if anything fun happens in the chat.
I got, my clothes over here. They're clear, but they're stacked up 7 feet tall. So
Lauren says, "Oh no, you're wrong. I'm gonna look like shit." That's funny.
Generally,
a lot of Josh says he's a Monday waits till Monday shipper like me. Good. Apparently, we're in the minority, Josh, but we'll hold strong.
Looking. This is where I got to get better because I generally know where stuff is, but sometimes it takes me a minute to find it. It's in one of these bins somewhere. I know that for a fact.
Damn it, I hate OfferUp. It's always that weird cha-ching sound. It's not a sale. It always throws me there for a second.
Oh.
It's always some idiot trying to do some local, like I'll have something local for like $50. Like, hey, will you take 5? No, absolutely not. I won't take 5.
Things like that, I would never do it because I'm too nice to people, honestly. But things like that, I almost say no and F off and die because what kind of person are you?
Oh man, yeah, I don't ever do something like that just because I have all my stuff out there like on in my store and stuff. So I always try to stay semi-professional in my responses to people because I don't want anyone sabotaging my crap.
Absolutely, yeah, I'd never do it. I think it in my own head though before. Oh, where is this thing? Swerves in that bin. Getting my workout in this morning. Throwing these bins around. I know there'll come a day, and I hope it's a long ways away, that I won't be able to throw these bins around. So.
Excuse me, guys.
It's got me crazy. Did anybody else in the chat say their sales were off yesterday? I didn't ever see.
Guys, let us know in the chat if your sales were lower than they typically are for your. I mean, everyone's got different.
For yesterday, at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely something was weird yesterday. We're just wondering what the consensus was. Do those sell for you well, Glenn? Those old typewriters? I have a few, and I have the typewriters I normally sell are the electric ones, from like the 80s. So quite a bit of those. Yeah, I Run Amok said yesterday mine were terrible. My only sale was Poshmark. So there's another one. That's a handful of us that.
South of Martindale says mine were kind of good. Right on, right on. Mine were crap. I did under $60.
Yeah.
And hey, you know what? I'll tell you this. I'm not one of those guys. Like, I could have a $0 day and you can come to me and say you did 4,000. I'm not gonna sit there and get jealous. I'm gonna be like, that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, what was the point? Like, you know, if you had a great day, I'm gonna cheer you on for that, because I'm gonna have a great day and you might not have a great day, and I would hope you do the same for me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm not one of those jealous sellers, man. Obviously, there's people out there that are leaps and bounds making more than I am. But like we were talking earlier, I'm not. I do this as a means to have the lifestyle that I want. I'm not doing it to become a millionaire. I'm doing it because it allows me to have my time, not be a punch in, punch out, salary slave sitting in an office or a cubicle or wherever the case may be. You know, if I want to take 10 days off to do absolutely nothing, I can do that. You know, my sales may suffer a little bit, but for the most part, I'm still going to make money during those 10 days. You know what I mean?
100% agree with you.
Yeah. Yep. That's awesome, South of Martindale. Post on Instagram some of your better finds that you had sell over the week. I'd love to see that. I definitely think I'm following you on there, so that'd be cool to see.
Mr. Hobbs wants to say hello. Say hi, Mr. Hobbs.
Hold on, let me pull the camera up. I want to see Mr. Hobbs. Oh, he's cute. How old is he?
Him and his brother from the same litter, and they're like 6.
Let me see if I can grab one of my cats. They're not usually allowed in here, but if I'm holding them, they will. Oh, man. Usually they're on the cat tree. None of them are there.
That's a typical cat. Never where you think they're going to be.
Yeah, I'll find one. I'll be right back. I'm going to go find one of my cats. I'll find the cuter one.
He's a good boy. Aren't you, buddy?
On YouTube. All right. This is Gracie. She's an SPCA cat that we rescued. She's got like this weird.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's got like a half face.
Yeah.
I wanted 2 face, but we're really bad at naming pets, guys. So we just keep their. This is gonna sound bad. We keep their slave names. And that's like the name that they were given at the whatever shelter they were at. Both our cats are rescues, and we didn't change their names.
Got Hobbs. His name when we adopted him was Nugget, but we changed it to Hobbs because I'm a big Calvin and Hobbs fan. So.
Oh, that's cool. Well, he looks because it wasn't the Calvin and Hobbes. It's like a tiger.
Yeah, he's
cat.
Orange cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Mr.
You guys are like us. Y'all are cat people.
We're both dogs and cats. We have 2 dogs, and I love all animals, just the way I am.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I have like a hard stance on not wanting a dog, but my wife knows the minute she brings one in the house, I'm not going to let it leave. So. But I love cats because, like, you feed them, you clean their litter box, you give them a little bit of attention, they're good to go. You know what I mean?
Pretty low maintenance. Yep, for sure. The chat.
All right. You know, you're not supposed to be in here. Here you go, baby girl.
Mo Flip says eBay is doing 15% off any purchase today. That's awesome. Hopefully, I'll see a bunch of sales off that. And Jimmy Van says, I'll get jealous. Yeah. Oh yeah, lots of Josh says I've run into some harsh cold resellers while thrifting out at garage sales. Definitely a different experience in YouTube community. Absolutely 100% Josh. And stay far, far away from the flipping subreddit on YouTube. Those people are not nice people to be nice. Swamp Picker says no snakes. Absolutely not, Swamp Picker. And as Swamp Picker's in Louisiana, and I grew up in Arkansas, we do not like snakes because we had to deal with them all the time. If I never see a water moccasin again, I'll be fine with that. Seems like when I was a kid, every time me and my dad would go out fishing, he would have to deal with water moccasins and stuff. I'm like, no, thank you. The Veranda Files says, I'm the crazy cat lady, have 8 in a large house, make my own cat. Oh, that's awesome. The most we ever had was 6, and we're down to 3 now. They, just nature, they slowly passed away, and we haven't added any. We don't want to add any. Let me see here. Jimmy Van says only 1 acre, no dog for me. Yeah, you don't have to have a lot of land. I mean, our dogs are lazy and we take them for walks if they want to, but usually they're getting older too, so they're very low maintenance dog wise. They're not like, if you have a lab or one of those big active dogs, yeah, you need more space, but you can get breeds that don't. And Jimmy Van girlfriend has a pet snake. No, thank you. Yeah. To me, the only thing snakes are good for is a nice pair of boots.
I don't know who you are.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and still try to find this bandana. Still haven't found it. It's over here somewhere, though. It's over here somewhere.
Michelle, I'm actually allergic to cats as well. But all right, take it easy, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
I'm in my kitchen nook, so I'm gonna be looking weird because of the way I have to have my camera set up. But I'm looking at you, even though it doesn't look like I'm looking at you.
Oh, that's all right. No,
I have the chat on the second screen, so half the time I'm not even looking at the camera.
Yeah, me either. I'm looking down the side and stuff, looking at the people and the chat. Look like I have Tourette's or something. Okay,
need more coffee. I'm going to grab some. I'll be right back. Just wanted to know this was going to work.
Yeah, I'll be right back, Mike. I'm gonna go get another cup of coffee as well.
Okay. I'll come
go downstairs.
Read the chat. What's going on? Let's see here. Mo Flips, we used to have 44 chickens, 3 ducks, 9 pigs, 2 goats, 2 dogs, babies. You had a farm. That's what you had. You had a farm. Back when I lived in Missouri, we had 5 acres, and stuff. And I always wanted to get some guinea fowl to control the ticks and chiggers and stuff, but I never did. I should have. Guinea fowl are the dumbest bird alive, but they eat all the ticks and chiggers on your whole land. And if you train them right, they won't ever leave your property, But now that we live in the suburbs, none of that stuff. Linda King, there is a kitty hanging around here, but I don't have the $450 to ask the kitty. What, you just talking about the general immediate vet visit and vaccinations and all that stuff you would be hit with? I understand that. Oh, Sue Ann says, did you see I went to Second Avenue? That's awesome. Did you find anything? Sue Ann came to my area visiting friends, and I told her a couple of thrift stores I usually hit. She visited them. Hope you found a bunch of good stuff. We'll be heading out tomorrow to them. Glenn headed out. Everybody's saying hi to Lauren.
Oh, hi, everyone. My setup in here is harder to see the chat, so I'm not ignoring you.
You bought $200 worth of stuff, Sue Ann? Is that what that means? If you spent $200, that means you got quite a bit of stuff. Because I regularly spend $200 there myself, and I take out quite a bit of stuff. Filled the cart to overflow. Yep, it's a good one. I told you, it's a good thrift store. And the thing is, it's always busy, so you think all the stuff would be picked out, but they just have a good, steady stream of stuff. So, yeah.
I'm getting stains out of stuff right now. Super exciting.
Yeah, it's fun
stuff. Wondering what I'm doing.
I was listing clothing myself yesterday, and I had my shout bottle next to me.
I think I need like a Tide pen for this, though.
It never fails how hard I look over at the thrift store. There's always a spot that eludes me.
Yes. I sit in my super bright room in here, and then I can see all of the stains.
Exactly. You're in the fluorescent lights of the store. You don't see anything. We get under our photography lights. You're like, oh, my God.
Yes. Oh.
Okay, back to the bandana. Saturday bandana. Not a moral imperative. I find it. Oh, there it is. I see it. I see it. I found it. ha. Bandana. Okay. Of course, I'm just going to Polly Miller that. First class mail, get it down the road.
This one this morning. I think I spilled more coffee than I have in my cup.
Finally found my bandana, Justin.
Nice.
Yeah. Knew it was there somewhere.
I spilled coffee all over myself coming up the steps.
You want to get it as full as possible, but then you jar yourself and go.
Yep.
Yep. So 3 ounces. It's funny you found out about that Trisha Yearwood thing, Lauren, because we were talking about yesterday how much crap we've sold to movie studios, and I've sold a lot of crap to movie studios.
Yeah, those sold like 2 days ago, and because it's Poshmark, I usually wait till I have like a couple things because they don't make you ship same day. And I printed out the labels, and I'm shipping, and I'm like, oh my god, because it doesn't show someone's name on there until you print the label. So I had no idea like 2 days ago that she bought those. It's so cool.
It is, and living in the DC area, I've had quite a few orders of prominent names. I'll just say that. But
I've sold stuff to like movie studios before where they send it and they're like going to studio, whatever. But I've never sold something directly to someone. But without oversharing, it was her. I looked up the address. It went to like a PO box like right outside of where her house is. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I've never sold directly to. I've sold to like movie studios. I've never sold. I don't think to a direct unless they were using like a fake name. I've never sold to a celebrity.
Yeah, I've never sold directly to a celebrity either, so that was really cool. Makes it all worth it, right?
Yeah, now you gotta like find whenever she wears them like a paparazzi photo, and then you can share it on Instagram. Like, I sold those shoes.
Totally.
yep, you can do a video. See the shoes I sold to Trisha Yearwood. This is her wearing them.
There you go, Lauren. That's how you get to 10K subs.
That's right.
That's what I should do.
Yep.
Now I just have to stalk her though till I see her wearing them.
Yep.
Just keep Google imaging searching her, and see what and do it by like Trisha Yearwood or whatever her name is, like December 2018, January 2019, and just keep finding photos, like recent photos, and see if you can find one where they're wearing them.
Yep. Any public events or concerts or anything she does. Yeah.
Tide pens are the best thing ever. I'm just saying.
I love Tide pens.
Awesome.
There was a huge mark on this and it totally erased it. So now I'll throw it in the wash and it'll look brand new.
What time's your wedding today, Lauren, or is that tomorrow?
It's at 4, so we have to leave our house at 2. So I'll probably get off of here at like 10:30, 11.
Yep.
Get my stuff ready, walk my dogs. Oh, my dog wants to come in, actually. She's sitting at the patio door. Hang on. What are you guys up to today? Just listening?
I'm not doing nothing today, man. I think we've gotten into watching Game of Thrones, and we're on the 2nd season. So I think once my wife gets up, we'll probably make some breakfast and just binge watch that today. Real productive, right?
She gets so confused when she hears me talking to you guys because it's like she can't figure out where the sound is coming from. My dog. So then she just was like, where is it? Where is it? I don't understand. You're not the smartest bulb in the box, are you?
Are you going to list some today before the wedding, Lauren?
Sorry?
Are you going to list some today before the wedding?
Yeah, I'm prepping a bunch of stuff. I want to get a bunch of pictures done, like for the 2 hours before we leave. So then tomorrow morning or while I'm there, like driving down there, I can list in the car. So right. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I don't know what's going on. Got enough coffee yet, I guess.
I'm packaging up my last package.
It really should yesterday, though, because the shipping cutoff is in 5 days for eBay. I'm sure it's the same for Poshmark because that's just the USPS guideline. So if anything's going priority or first class, it's shut off by the 20th.
Yeah, Poshmark is 5 days shipping all the time.
Yeah. Lauren, are you doing the show Sunday?
7 ounces.
Go ahead again. Sorry. I had you turned down because I didn't want interference, but now I'm going to turn you back up.
No, you're fine. I was just asking, are you going to do the show Sunday?
I think so. Unless for some reason tonight I get no sleep.
Right.
I'll do the show. But I should be able to sleep until like 8 a.m. tomorrow at least. And I think we'll get home around 2. So that's enough sleep.
Nice. Oh, so it's one of those weddings. So the liquor.
I don't know if it will be or not. I want to get out of there at like 10:30, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's hard though, because it's always that awkward. Like if you try to leave a reception early, it's always that awkward exit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna wait until like most of the people we know are exiting, and then I'm gonna try to like jump out.
Or like just wait for like there's a big like a mass exodus of just people and just kind of like sneak out with them. I always do, dude. I'm bad about that. I do the Irish exit or whatever it's called all the time, where you just like kind of just don't say anything. You just kind of disappear.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to be rude either because it's not like a very big wedding. And
yeah, okay, yeah, I get that. So it's not like multiple hundred. It's like a smaller, more there. Yeah, I get that.
But at the same time, everyone else is staying in a hotel, and we aren't. We're just driving, and it's like an hour and a half away from our house. So I'm afraid if I stay there, I might have too many libations, and then have to sit there till 1 a.m.
Yep. Yeah, we typically see. My wife is actually like I'll drink like when I'm at home. If we go out though, I'm always the DD, right? Like I either have like one drink or like nothing, and it's not nearly as fun.
No, it's not. Not at all. Oh. Oh, I found the chat now for anyone. It's actually working for me now. Yeah, so out of all my computers in my house, I have 4. 2 of them are broken, and one of them is like 10 years old. So I think I need to bring my computers to the computer doctor or whatever, the computer repair people. My super nice one that I normally use, for some reason, I turn it on, and it's just like totally frozen, but there's no programs running. And I can't figure out why it's doing that. Are there any computer people in the chat that can help me?
I don't know the exact reason, but you may have to do a fresh install of Windows. It's a PC.
Oh. You're not a Mac user, are you, Lauren?
I don't know why I can't hear you.
Are you on a Mac?
No, it's not a Mac. All my computers are PCs. I want to buy a Mac though. I really want to get a Mac laptop because they just seem to be easier to use for things like this.
Yep. I'm getting one in January, I think.
Yep. Yeah. Like I'm on my iMac right now, so yeah, they're pretty. Which is the desktop version. It's an all.
Well, I've noticed when we're up at the lake, the internet up there is way slower. Like they don't have as good of internet as we have in town.
There's Andy.
And if I stream on my laptop, it gets all choppy. Like if I'm doing a show or something with someone, I have to do it on my phone or else it just cuts out all the time. So I'm hoping if I got a Mac that would help too, because I notice people with Macs don't have that problem. So we'll see.
Good morning, Andy. How you doing this morning?
How you folks doing?
Hi, Andy.
Oh my gosh, hang tight. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna run upstairs, go grab some coffee, and I got a bunch of shipping to do. So I'm already behind this morning. I was up about, and I don't know how I can be behind considering I was up at like 2:30 this morning. So I've been doing a bunch of listing already this morning. I was actually drinking like leftover coffee out of the coffee pot. I was too lazy to make coffee this morning. I just took leftover coffee that was in there, warmed it up in the microwave, but I've been sucking on that this morning. But I got a fresh pot up. I got a fresh pot up there that's all done. So I'm gonna go grab me a cup real quick, and then I got a bunch of stuff I got to package. So I just figured I'd pop in and join you guys for a little bit. So see you guys in just a couple of minutes.
Lauren, how were your eBay sales yesterday?
Crap. I got a bunch of offers that I countered because they were garbage, and I didn't sell anything, which I thought was really good.
All of our sales were crap too across the board, including like guys like Lonnie and like people that sell a bunch of different stuff than we sell. Like it was kind of crap across the board. So I think there was an issue.
Do you guys follow a lot of people on Instagram? Because I saw people on Instagram saying that they were having issues with eBay listing stuff yesterday too. So maybe there was something going on.
Yeah, I know people were having issues even printing shipping labels. So I think this is good morning, Scott. Kate City Maker. No, I don't think it's. I'm not going to be on here for 5 hours. I don't know what Mike's doing, but I think Lauren will probably be on for about 20, 30 minutes more. She's got a wedding to go to, and the weekend is not mine to own. It's my wife owns my weekend time, so I don't know what she has planned for me.
That's nice.
Is it?
My husband's actually working right now too. He sells health insurance, and it's the last day of open enrollment.
Ah, yeah.
So he's going to be working like until the second we leave today.
Yep.
So I feel kind of bad. He probably could work till like 6 o'clock tonight, but he's only going to work until we leave. So
is this your friend? Is it family friend or like mutual friend?
Mutual friend, which we consider like a family friend now because we're really close to them. They're actually one of our neighbors up at the lake. So
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It'll be a nice wedding. It's going to be pretty. It's in like an old barn.
Nice. Yeah, friends' weddings are always better than family weddings, in my experience.
Mm-hmm.
Family weddings are like weddings you go to because you're absolutely obligated to, and they can get.
Yeah, our wedding, I think we invited like 150 or 200 people, and everyone was wasted by like 7 p.m. Like trashed. It was interesting. How was your wedding?
We did a really small like country wedding out at like this old bit of breakfast, and then we had the reception at this restaurant that was right beside. It was like in the middle of the country, in the middle of nowhere, out here in Virginia. It was nice. We only invited though, I want to say like 60 people. It was small.
I wish we could have done that. That was my dream, but our parents wanted something bigger. So
always the parents. The only reason we did
it
was because my wife's mom. So
me and my wife, we didn't have parents that paid for the wedding at all. So we paid for everything out of pocket. And this was back when we were in our early 20s. So like, and we didn't go into debt for our wedding. So it was like everything was paid out of pocket from us.
We did paid out of pocket too. Like each parent gave us X amount of money and then we paid for the rest.
Was it your first wedding, Justin?
Yeah. Dude, I'll tell you this.
Hey, that's awesome.
If this marriage doesn't work out, there isn't going to be a next.
That's how I feel. I'm like, whatever.
I know you say that, and I said the same thing, and even my wife said the same thing, and you know what? We both ended up married. So, and honestly, we went 5 years, and then it just kind of, it just kind of happened. So, and we were both totally happy just being that way, but it just is like, well, all right, let's just do this. And the kids were always, hey, you guys should probably get married. You guys, I'm like, so we kept trying to blow them off for a while, but it just didn't work out.
Well, depending like how you make your income too, if you're commission or things like that, if you stay single, you pay less taxes. Insane. Like we didn't know that when we got married, and then we started paying taxes, and we actually had to pay more money, which sucked.
Yeah, you always hear like when you get married, you get a tax break. It's not always the case.
Well, we were together forever before we got married.
Right.
How long? We've been together for 12 years, and we've been married for 5. So, yeah.
So you're about like my wife and I. We've been together for 10, been married for 5.
We've been together for almost 14, been married 10. So
Wow.
We were together 7.5 years and been married. No, 8.5 years, been married 7 years. I think. I don't remember. Dude, it's bad. We got married in 2012. So yeah, we're going on our 7th year of marriage.
Wow.
when we got together, my wife owned her own home, and after we got married, I bought a bigger place on land and stuff myself for us to move into, and we rented out the other place. But at that same time period, it's the first time I bought a place. I just rented and stuff before then. And at that time, remember that they had that first time home buyers tax credit and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, I can get that. You know, it's the first time buying a house. But since we got married 6 months before and she had bought a home, didn't get it. Got screwed out of $7,500.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Isn't it amazing what that credit is?
Yep. So you're talking about getting married with tax breaks. No, it didn't pay that time. But
Nope.
Lauren, do y'all file single, like separately, or do y'all file jointly?
Joint. And then we just do deductions off of everything.
Yeah,
So,
that's what we do.
my husband makes a lot of commission too, so it's easier to just dump it all in a big pot and figure it out.
Yeah.
Right.
For now, anyway.
Yep. That's what we do as well. So how you guys all been, man? Have we got a chance to talk to you or see you guys for God since what, Monday?
we were just talking about eBay sales yesterday, how bad they were for everyone.
I did pretty decent yesterday. And I had one I had to cancel because apparently they bought an item from me for, it was just like one little handheld little games, but it was new sealed and packaged. They asked if I'd take $20 for free ship, and I'm like, sure. And then all of a sudden I get a message back from them. They said, it says that you had free shipping you have free international priority shipping on this item. And I don't know but it's coming up that it's like $19 and some change to ship it to wherever the hell they're at. Can you please fix that? And I'm like, I don't send anything free shipping international. I go, let me go double check. So I double checked my stuff, and I was like, yeah, I go, I'm not sure what you're seeing. I go, I guess if you really think about this, I said, the grand scheme of things, I go, it wouldn't make a lot of sense for me to accept your offer of $20 and then provide free shipping of $19 and some cents. Like, so there's absolutely, I go, I will actually lose money on this item. I'm like, I go, that's not a very good way to do business, do you think? And they ended up writing me back, oh yeah, that wouldn't be very smart, would it? And so I think they were trying to, I don't know if they're trying to pull something on me. I go, so I go, if you want to cancel this, please let me know right away. I said, and blah, 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 blah. And we went round. And they finally are like, yeah, just go ahead and cancel it. But I was like, what the heck?
I often wonder that too, Andy, if someone is legitimately like not thinking, or if they're trying to pull a fast one. You never can.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but I was like going, honestly, yeah, why would you think I would give you $19 and I think it was like 18 cents of free shipping on an item that you just paid $20 for? That makes no sense at all.
I do not know if I'll get anything listed today, but I don't know. I guess it depends on if we hang out later or not,
Yeah, I'll probably be on later. I thought I had some stuff going on earlier and some things kind of changed. And so, I mean, I'll probably be in and out today, but I want to try and get a bunch of stuff done. I did get a bunch of stuff listed already this morning. So I'm already ahead of the curve.
I'll probably keep this one going until about 11, and then I'll have to go wait for the man.
Excuse me, dying this morning.
I did finally re-listen. I sold my Polaroid in just a couple minutes this morning. So Retrospect was not interested in that bundle at all. So I broke them all up, and apparently they only wanted one camera. So that was the one that they bought. They bought it almost as soon as I put it up. They left the other two. So
I'm gonna get that definitely posted today because that's an easy $28.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just do it. Yeah, $27.99 free ship, and they buy them. But for what? So the two rainbow stripes. So I've got like the rainbow stripe one. Yep. I've got the white one and I got black one. They, for whatever reason, they didn't want either one of those. So hey, hang on a second. Oh, I gotta pause this here.
Oh, Andy's talking to somebody.
Okay, I'm back.
Your
White,
wife tolerates it?
yeah. The wife came downstairs. She's like, "Hey, no one can see me." You know, I was like, "No, I go, you're good."
She'll mom up to that too. Like when I'm upstairs, she'll come downstairs and I'll cover up the camera. I'll do that.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of times, like if I'm coming down here and I know I'm gonna be on, like I'll say, "Hey," I said, I'm gonna have the webcam on just so you know if you come downstairs, just make sure you're decent or something like that. So.
My puppy, she just like cannot figure out where you guys are coming from. She's getting very upset about it because she can hear me talking and she doesn't understand.
Where are all these people? I want to see the peoples.
Yeah. Ours went to the doggy spa yesterday, and she got all groomed and bathed and all that good stuff. So she doesn't stink no more.
Mine get a bath once a week because I like to snuggle them, and otherwise they get snaky.
Yeah. Mine's a big snuggler, but man, I can't bathe that dog once a week, man. She's
a little bigger.
She's 50, 60 pounds, man, and she's kind of on the hairy side. In the summer, it's a little easier because I'll just do it outside. But and it's funny because she don't like if I go hook the shower thing up like we have like one of them deals you hook up to your shower or whatever, so I can kind of like wash the dog in there. Like if she hears me doing that, she won't come in the bathroom, but she'll hang out in the bathroom with you all day long if you're in there doing whatever. But man, as soon as you hook that up, she won't go like we'll throw we'll try to bribe her in there with treats. So usually we gotta like drag her in there. But the funny thing is once you get her in there and you shut the door, she will jump in the tub. But because I think at like that point she's like, okay, I already know what's coming. I'm just gonna get this over with. But yeah, she does. She'll jump right in the tub once you get her in there and shut the door. But it's getting her in there to shut the door.
Oh my gosh!
And when we bought this place, there was a laundry room on this level, and it was bare. There was nothing in there, no washer dryer. So we bought a washer dryer, and I had a spot to put in a utility sink. One of those white utility sinks. Had the hookups for that, but I bought a big utility sink, a big wide one for the sole purpose of dog washing. And it works out great. Pop them in there and got a detachable spray handle.
That's what I do too, down in my laundry room.
Yep. Because they're going to shake and fling crap everywhere. And I'm like, go ahead, go for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Got a couple listings, except for a couple offers that people haven't paid for yet, but it's only been like a day. So hoping they pay though.
Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff that's gonna fall off today too that I'm gonna have to relist. So that's thanks.
You guys like my sweet coffee mug?
Hold on, let's see it. Oh, dude, is it like a Tinkerbell?
Yeah, I was like, I told her I was up there and I was like going, where are all my coffee mugs at? She goes, they're all in the dishwasher. And I'm like, gosh. So the only like big coffee mug I got sitting around was I had to steal her Tinkerbell coffee mug. So
it's Tinkerbell after a rough life and a couple of bad decisions.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally like, actually, I thrifted this probably a couple of years ago. I seen it. My wife loves Tinkerbell. And I seen this one day and I was like, oh my God, that is like so her. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Did you see the Christmas vacation mug up in my haul video, Andy?
I did. I love Christmas Vacation. Because that was right after we were just talking about Christmas Vacation, I think. Yeah.
Find myself.
I need to watch that. I haven't watched that yet this year. We watch it every year, and we haven't gotten to it yet. So I'm going to do that today or tomorrow.
The key is not to watch it on cable, Justin, because they cut out all the good stuff.
Oh yeah, they just
No, we do it digital. We don't buy physical media, anything. We just do everything digital through Amazon.
Yeah.
With movies.
Yeah.
It's just easier. You don't have to store it, and
Was it you that was it you, Justin, that was talking about the big move to digital video games and stuff? I was listening to somebody I was listening to somebody this morning while I was doing stuff, and I couldn't remember who I was. I was listening to the reseller. I think it was.
Gonna happen.
What's it? Yeah, I totally see it, but yeah, I knew I was listening to somebody this morning. They were talking about that big move to, basically digital downloads or whatever for video games and stuff. And I was like, I totally agreed with you on that.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be a market for the vintage stuff, but eventually that's going to dry up in time. You know.
Oh, sure. There's only so much of it out there, and the people that do, most of the people that do have it, like like you mentioned, are hanging on to it.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons Justin's like, I don't think consoles will ever go away necessarily. You know, they may evolve, but I kind of agree with you about the games going away. So I buy, and I've talked about stuff I buy for future sale, and I buy not just all games and stuff, but if there's like a special edition, like they had a special edition of the Zelda for the Switch that I bought.
Nice.
I just stick it in the bin and keep it. It's hard to get.
I'll definitely have to keep you in mind, Justin, too, especially when garage sale season's out and stuff like that. Because, like, I will admit, man, video games is probably a weak area for me. I mean, I know some, but it's a pretty weak area. I mean, there are some things I do know about, but there's other ones, especially on doing like a big buy. I haven't done a whole lot of big buys. I did do a real big Dreamcast buy not long ago. I think it was maybe last summer, not like this one with the previous one. I had a pretty big, but I knew Dreamcast stuff went for pretty good money, and the guy he threw a bunch of other stuff in there along with it. So I mean, I made out really, really well on that.
Oh yeah, Dreamcast stuff is always pretty good because it was
right.
Their system not as much produced.
And the thing that made it good too is like the guy had a bunch of manuals in there as well, like the big the strategy guides for a lot of the games, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like, I mean, that's just something you just don't find. Normally you'll just find like a strategy guide and maybe a game or just a rare, but he had strategy guides for a ton of the games that he had too, so that was really nice.
Yep.
Yeah, the biggest video game haul I ever had was when I was back in Missouri. I was garage selling in Kansas City, and the dude had a regular garage sale out in the driveway, and I was picking up a bunch of his games. He goes, I have a basement full of stuff. You want to see it? Make me an offer. Down there, this dude was a hoarder. He was a collector of video games, and I bought his whole basement. And I made. Oh
my gosh!
Hey,
I probably made $20,000 off that deal because the dude it was crazy.
Yeah, I got a bunch of regular Nintendo games I need to get up and listed. I just never monkey with them. I'm horrible about doing that.
Yep, I've had these sitting on my shelf for months because I don't know. I just like having them hanging around. I got 3 ColecoVision games in the boxes.
Oh wow!
Got a Carnival and a Cubert. Everybody remembers Cubert?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Heck, I just remember just the old ColecoVision.
ColecoVision.
Yeah, one of my buddies had one. We used to play that thing all the time. Man, if you had one of those, man, back in the day, that was uptown, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And if you have strategy guides, hold them for right now because they did the biggest strategy guide manufacturer, Prima. They're going out of business January 1st. They're discontinuing making them anymore.
Oh, I have to remember that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I normally would pick them up anyway, but now I for sure will. So.
Yep. I mean, make sure because some of them aren't worth anything. The ones that are going to be worth good money are like the role playing ones that are like, look Japanese, like those type of games or stuff like that. Those typically do better than
But those are typically the games that do better though as well, though. Correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to pick up a strategy guide for NBA Live 14.
No.
It's funny. My little nephew, he's in all that sort of stuff, but he's like really into the sports stuff. And he was telling me he was wanting all these like sports games, and I was like, oh, sweet. And he's just got a PS3, and so I was like going, well, I run into that crap all the time. I always see it, and ever since he's asked me, he gave me a whole list of all these like PS3 sports games he wants. And ever since he's done that, I have not seen a single PS3 game out in the wild at all. Now, I mean, obviously, if it was garage sale season, I'd probably find them. But in any of the thrifts I've been in or anything, I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I know that at like my local Goodwill, they send all that stuff. Usually goes to.
What does he want, Andy? Because like
I can send you a list.
Yeah, because I have a bunch of like stuff I'm not even listing, like PS3 games that are just kind of like.
I mean, they're all. I mean, literally, it's all like shovelware. I mean, he loves like all the 2K stuff. That's like his anything like wrestling, basketball, football, like probably like I would say 16 and above. If you have any of the 2K stuff, like I said, I got a list of what he was kind of looking for. So I'll keep an eye out for you.
Yeah, send me a list and I'll see what I have in my storage unit, and I'll just send it to you at the cost of shipping, man. Like honestly,
I mean, I'm more than happy to give you a couple bucks for it. I mean, that's not a big deal at all. So
no,
seriously. I feel like that's what curses you from finding things, is if someone tells you like they want you to find something.
It's like literally like I think it was like last summer I had someone had me on the lookout for training wheels, a set of training wheels, and I was like, I see those like every other because like half the garage sales go to are always like they always got kids, you know what I mean, and it's like so I see them all the time. I'll be danged if I can find one set of training wheels almost all summer long. I was like, yeah, I see them all the time, no problem. Yeah, I'll grab, not a big deal. Not a lick.
Yeah, I've had a couple people ask me for Kate Spade purses, which I used to find multiple times a day. I have not found one for like 6 months. It's just because someone asked me for it. Like, hey, Steph.
My wife just sent me a text. I'm big on Woolrich coats and stuff, and Woolrich still makes a limited amount of stuff in USA. Well, that is stopping this year. Woolrich factories for made in USA stuff closing this year. So there you go.
Okay, it might be because like I run into a lot of Woolrich stuff as well, but I pick up very little of it. Do you just recommend picking up the USA stuff?
Made in USA stuff, down stuff.
Okay.
All right.
High-end stuff, not everything for sure.
Right.
They make really good barn coats that have a wool line blanket stuff. Yeah, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't pick up like the button fronts and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, check this out. Well, you appreciate this too, Justin. Check. I grabbed this the other day. I don't know how well you can see this, but it's LL Bean Jungle Camo. I didn't even know they made stuff like this. I mean, and it's cool. Definitely the older LL Bean tag, but yeah, just a regular LL Bean Jungle Camo shirt. And I just happened to cross that just by accident because it's not something I typically look at. But I was like, oh, I seen a couple Jungle Camo shirts. I was like, holy crap, when's LL Bean? I'm like, that's awesome.
Good find. That odd print LL Bean stuff does well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm sure it's probably a $28, $30 shirt. I mean, but still, I just thought it was really cool.
All right, guys, it's almost 11, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank all you guys for joining in. And if I have one or two people here that's not subscribed to Lauren, Andy, or Justin, I will put their links in the description box here in a minute. So
thank you.
Cool. Thanks for joining in, guys. I appreciate it. If you guys do something later, just hit me up on Facebook.
Yeah. If these guys aren't on, I'll fire probably some up later because I'm planning on doing some work today. So
cool. All right, guys.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.